In a city bursting with life and noise, John's days were a blur of meetings, phone calls, and deadlines. The constant rush had become second nature to him, yet every night, as the city lights flickered outside his window, every night, something missing, an emptiness he couldn't escape. One evening his friend Max called with an unusual invitation. "I'm going to a silence retreat this weekend," Max said. "No phones, no distractions, just quiet. You should come." John laughed. "Silence? I wouldn't last an hour." Max's reply was simple but piercing. "Maybe that's exactly why you need it." Against his instincts, John decided to go. He packed his bag reluctantly, unsure of what he was stepping into. The retreat was tucked away in the mountains, where the air was crisp, and the only sounds came from nature itself. As soon as he arrived, he had to hand over his phone, his watch, and anything that connected him to the outside world. There were no speeches, no introductions, just silence. Every worry, every unresolved emotion, every fragment of stress surfaced in the stillness. But as the hours turned into days, something remarkable began to happen. On the second morning, John woke early and wandered to a nearby lake. The water was perfectly still, reflecting the rising sun like a mirror. He sat on a rock, and for the first time in years, he simply observed. Birds flitted between the trees, their songs harmonizing with the soft ripple of water. As he took it all in, a thought struck him. This beauty has always been here. I've just been too busy to notice. The silence no longer felt suffocating. It felt like a gentle guide, pulling him inward glad. With nothing to distract him, he started to listen, not to the noise of the world, but to his own heart. Memories surfaced, the times he'd ignored his family to answer a call, the dreams he had shelved in the name of productivity, the moments of joy he had traded for success. He realized that the life he had built was loud, but hollow. By the third day, John found himself transformed. He wasn't just sitting in silence, he was living in it. The stillness gave him clarity, peeling away the layers of stress and self-doubt. It was like hearing his own voice for the first time. When the retreat ended, John returned to the city, but he brought the silence with him. Each morning before the world woke up, he set aside 20 minutes for quiet reflection. It became a sacred ritual, a time to breathe, to think, and to simply be. Over time, those 20 minutes began to reshape his life. He became more present with his loved ones, more thoughtful in his work, and more connected to the world around him. He noticed the small things, the warmth of sunlight streaming through his window, the laughter of a stranger on the subway, the rhythm of his own heartbeat. Silence had taught John a profound lesson, that the answers we seek aren't in the noise, but in the spaces between. Years later, he returned to that mountain retreat, standing by the same lake. The reflection of the sunrise on the water brought a tear to his eye. He realized that silence hadn't just given him peace, it had given him back his life. And as he stood there, he understood something that would stay with him forever. The loudest truths are whispered in silence, and the deepest connections are found in the quiet. It wasn't just a retreat. It was a return to himself.